And with Gulp defeated, we are now starting this last thing, and god damn it did it again.
Did what again?
It didn't start immediately because I using the same thing. God damn it. Oh well, we can just keep going. We can just keep going.
Okay, currently we're at 23 seconds, 24.
I'm only a few seconds behind. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, after we defeated Gulp, the universe is finally free, and now
tell me
just
when you're at 46 seconds.
Why is he here?
Tell me when you're at 46 seconds. God damn it, stupid fucking thing.
Now.
Cool.
Come on! We were ready to go on a vacation!
Okay, I want to be straight honest. It took me till this version in having subtitles to realize that Ripto says Book Boy. Also, Hunter tried more in this version than he did in the original version. In the original version, Hunter just sits there and goes, "Hey, give that back." At least in remake, Hunter tried to grab Ripto.
Yeah, tried.
Also, hi, Moneybacks. Thanks for selling Ripto bombs, you stupid jackass.
I'm still going to spread my theory that Hunter works for Ripto.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
Then why doesn't he fight back?
Hunter's
we know that
stupid.
He's capable.
Hunter's stupid.
We know that he's capable, just like he was capable of getting his feet out of the stone.
Yeah, we just need to collect more orbs for this world, so there are no more talismans.
Right. Anyway, just to get back on this subject, in between sessions we did take a look at my progression for the Spyro titles. Turns out I've a 120% on Spyro 1,
max,
100% on Spyro 2,
I believe
and
that's max.
78% on Spyro 3, and I'm like in the middle of some sort of Egyptian tomb kind of world, and
we'll get to there when we cover Spyro 3. We'll cover that when we get to Spyro 3.
Yeah, but basically there's two theories that I have as to why I would have dropped in the middle of the third game, when apparently I was pretty close to almost finishing the game, for lack of a better way of saying it. So my first theory is that I just got stuck at the game and was like, oh, okay, you know what, fuck off, dick bags. So my first theory is that I came at a difficult section, or one where I didn't quite know what to do, and I just turned off the game and never returned to it. Or the more likely option, that I just stopped playing because I felt like the games were getting way too similar and I got burnout.
Yeah, possibly. But
I recall making a comment earlier in this playthrough where I said that I find that the music kind of blends together from game to game, but I'm gonna take that a step further and say that the transition from going to Spyro 2 to Spyro 3 is not the same as something like the Crash Bandicoot games.
Yeah.
And I do feel like if it's not for a very few differences in abilities, it really does feel like you're playing the same game over and over again, just in different sandbox.
Yeah, no,
I think that's why I stopped playing in the through the middle of Spyro 3. And I do have 30 hours, 30.9 hours on Steam. And it's telling me that apparently March the 22nd, you also got this game on Steam.
You gifted it to me for my birthday.
So why are you playing the Switch version?
Fuck you.
You know, I would find hilarious. So if for Spyro 2, just for one session, it doesn't matter which one, you just play the PC version instead and just not say anything.
No, I've already recorded all 3 games.
Yeah, but like, you gotta give exposure to the best version of the game.
Fuck you. Also, the reason
It
why
looks better, it performs better.
Anyway, the reason why basically I had the camera panned up to the in the fountain, those coins actually had a different icon on them. They were of former developer. Need to look up the name.
Insomniac.
Not that.
Activision.
Yeah. They were basically of former Insomniac game employee and artist, Dan Johnson. He basically had every single thing. He had a lot of showcases for especially the Ratchet and Clank games. But yeah, he was on the coins in there. We'll talk more about Dan when I actually start recording. Record Ratchet and Clank, because he's a lot more prevalent in that than he is in this.
Right. I will say though, I do always find it hilarious when people put themselves in the games they're working on. Like, in this case, it's probably something that goes unnoticed, unless you're like a very try-hard, or not try-hard, a very die-hard Spyro fan, or you just look up videos on fun facts about the Spyro Reignited trilogy in 10 minutes or more, because that gives me ad revenue. But yeah, I think my favorite of people putting themselves in their own games has got to be Hideo Kojima in the Metal Gear titles.
Where was that again?
There's a mission in Ground Zeroes where you have to rescue a high-profile target, and
okay, yeah,
that target is Hideo Kojima. So once you put him in a helicopter, he puts on his glasses and goes like, "Snake, what took you so long?" And then they did the same thing in the Phantom Pain as a side mission, and you could actually recruit him as a... I don't know exactly what you could recruit him as, but point is, you could recruit him. I recall some cinematics in Metal Gear Solid 4 where he was just standing there. Probably something with Peace Walker as well. Like, there's quite a bunch of times where he put himself into the games, and it's not just Hideo Kojima. I believe that in Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy, there are some video materials where David Cage is visible, which, to be fair, it's David Cage, so I wouldn't say it's a win, but hey, it's still pretty neat that they did it. And now this subject with the coins in Spyro 2. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Do you have any other examples of people putting themselves into their games?
God, there's a few I can think of, but I can't remember them at the top of my head. I'm actually gonna look some up.
Right. There's actually one other case that I have, but it's not really official. It's a mod, but in Fallout 4 there's a pretty popular mod which turns the moon
into Todd Howard.
God
damn it.
Yeah. And you know, if I'm ever gonna do Fallout 4, I might actually just install that mod and not say anything.
There it is. There we go. Oh yeah, Morimoto likes to put himself into Pokemon games.
Didn't X and Y have like a game studio or something you could go to?
A lot of them do have Game Freak in them, starting in Gen 5.
Yeah, I don't really know my my gens of Pokemon.
Black, white.
Okay, yeah, so that's the one I was thinking about.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah, Kami also puts himself into Wonderful 101 as Wonder Director.
Oh yeah, Hideki Kamiya.
Yeah,
is his special move that he blocks you?
No.
Missed opportunity.
Sefton Hill put himself into Arkham Knight.
Oh yeah,
and going back to Fallout 4, Todd Howard has put himself into that too.
Really? In what way?
Some of those Napoleon pictures you'll see are Todd, not Napoleon.
Oh, that's
There's also the super famous John Romero head in Doom 2.
Yeah, if you no clip through that, you can just see that the final boss is John Romero's head. But that goes even a step further, because during the boss fight, a demonic voice is talking to you, right?
Yeah.
But if you take that sound and reverse it, it's actually just John Romero saying, "To beat the game, you must defeat me, John Romero." They just put it in reverse.
I've never actually seen that one. I know of it because of the Angry Video Game Nerd. There's basically the developer room ending in Chrono Trigger that I've showed off in my stream play of that.
Right.
Yeah. Those are the top ones I could think of right now.
You mean the top ones he just looked up?
Oh, fuck you. But yeah, basically, this one's kind of the worst of the two side quests in this stage, mostly because the paths that the thieves take can be kind of annoying sometimes.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The second one you were going after looked really annoying to catch.
Yeah. There. I immediately shotgunned him as he was jumping.
Right. But anyway, I want to quickly rewind to something else we talked about. Because you mentioned Arkham Knight, and that reminds me. Are you planning to pick up the Arkham collection if it hits the Switch?
I have no idea.
Because I'm really curious about it, but I'm also really skeptical. Like Arkham Knight, I know that it's probably going to be fine on the Switch. Like it came out in 2015, at a time where there was no PS4 Pro or Xbox One X. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that regular PS4 titles can run on the Switch if you try hard enough. At the same time, the PlayStation 4 had 8 GB of RAM, the Switch has 4.
Yeah.
And from what I played on PC, Arkham Knight is a pretty
Yeah.
Maybe it ain't. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Honestly, Knight's the one I have the most doubts on. But I straight fully fully have faith in the Switch running Knight Asylum and City.
Yeah, unfortunately not Origins, because they still just
don't want to
sweep it under the rug.
Yeah. Origins is basically just City with a new story.
Yeah, but I mean, look, if you're going to bring out a collection, then
you have to acknowledge all of it.
Might as well just.
I always get the seed and the vegetable confused. By the way.
Ah.
This is a seed. It's not a vegetable. I always get those two confused.
But yeah, I do find it interesting that they're finally bringing the Arkham games to the Switch, because a really long-standing rumor was that they're like bringing Return to Arkham to the Switch, and that's kind of what everybody was expecting, not just straight up Arkham Knight as well.
Yeah, honestly, that surprised me the most out of that. It's like, wow, Knight 2?
Yeah. But once again, there's one thing that I do want to say that I'm still skeptical about, and that's the size. Like, Arkham Knight alone is 70 gigabytes on PC if you have the Season Pass. How the fuck are you going to put that on the Switch?
Digital. Digital.
Yeah, I know that they're gonna put it on there digital, probably. Although, no, prediction time, they're going to make a physical version that on the disc has, or on the
cartridge.
On the cartridge has Arkham Asylum, maybe Arkham City, but Arkham Knight needs to be downloaded.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting too. That is what I'm expecting too.
Yeah. I mean, hell, Rockstar did a similar thing with Grand Theft Auto: The Definitive Edition. Capcom did a similar thing with Resident Evil Revelations. And the only Switch game that I have physically is Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection. Only Assassin's Creed 2 is on the disc or on the cartridge.
Which is stupid considering the other two games are PSP games.
They're not PSP games.
Really?
They released... No, Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, and Assassin's Creed Revelations were all released for the HD consoles at the time.
No, no, originally. I thought originally that, I thought originally that...
No. The only thing that you might be confused with is that, Assassin's Creed Revelations was originally, they wanted it to be a 3DS launch title, but then they were like, wait, so if you're gonna put the sequel on a new platform that not many people have, and we don't know if it will... Yeah, they basically completely skipped out on the idea. There were several Nintendo DS entries for Assassin's Creed. There were several PSP entries. I believe the only PS Vita entry was Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation, or Assassin's Creed Liberation, which they kind of tied to 3. And I don't think the 3DS ever had any Assassin's Creed whatsoever.
No, I don't...
And now...
No, Nintendo, until 3 came out, Nintendo only... The only Nintendo released Assassin's Creed game was Altair's Chronicles, which is no longer canon.
There was also Assassin's Creed 2 Discovery on the DS.
Oh, I also forget... Oh, yeah. That one too, but yeah. Yeah, once 3 came out for the Wii U, Nintendo's console started getting the mainline ones.
Yeah.
Well,
twice.
Well, yeah. Well,
the Wii U only got Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed 4. And for Assassin's Creed 4, they didn't even bother to include the DLC.
Yeah, that too. And also they don't give, and also the Switch isn't getting the other games currently.
Well, that's also because Unity, they probably just try to sweep. They probably try to Arkham Origins that. Syndicate is actually a really intensive game, and Origins and Odyssey and Valhalla probably have like really high memory requirements and
Yeah.
are also notoriously difficult to run. I believe the engine was actually made specifically for next-gen consoles, and it's going to be really difficult to put it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Like right now, the only titles that we have on the Switch from the franchise is the ones where Ubisoft was like, we are 100% sure we can pull this off.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm willing to say that Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, it kind of has the same problem as LA Noire, that they remastered the game that was on the previous hardware,
but they didn't
but then
basically
but then they demastered the remaster, and it still looks weird. Like, I recall this one moment in Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered on Switch, where you can see a ship, and a ship has like all the wires and stuff coming off of it, and I was noticing there were a lot of jaggies on the ship. The anti-aliasing was really poor, and I even noticed some frame rate issues as well, and it really showed that even though the game is on the Switch, you could tell that the remaster was made for PS4 and Xbox One first.
Yeah.
And I do not like it when a remaster is done like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I talked crap about this about the Switch version for this game, how it looks like absolute garbage, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This is the best you can get out of a game or out of a port of remaster on the Switch. Like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, the PS4 version might look better, but if this game was only on the Switch, it would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah. But there is that rumor that apparently the Switch version... Also, just realized I had my fan on this entire time, so I apologize to any viewers that basically had... that were hearing it in the background. I'm very sorry.
No, it's alright. It's probably not as bad as like that twatty kid on the Xbox Live that breathes into the microphone.
Oh, God. Yeah, anyway, what I was saying was, there is a rumor that the next Nintendo console might be at least PS4, Xbox One power strength. Which, if it's going to be a hybrid like the Switch, that's good.
Yeah, I'm willing to say that is a pretty neat thing, but I'm also going to say this. Steam Deck. The Steam Deck highlighted that you can have PS4 Pro like graphics on a handheld device, and I'm just gonna say it. If Nintendo is going to release a new device, they're gonna need to do a lot better this time. Like, the Switch got away with its graphical imperfections because it's a portable device, but now that we've seen how portable gaming devices can be, Nintendo's gonna need to do more than just rely on its "we're Nintendo" kind of charm. But I will say, I'm quite surprised that Nintendo hasn't released like anything new from their or that they haven't announced anything new. I mean, the Wii U came out in 2012, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's and the Switch came out in 2016, right? Or was it 2017? Whatever. Point is that that's a 5-year gap between the two consoles, and 5 to 8 years is usually when a new generation starts happening. At least at the pace how things are going right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, part of me is kind of wondering, what is Nintendo waiting for?
I honestly, I think we're going to get an inkling like sometime in October, November, and they're not going to release it till maybe summer next year or till possibly summer next year.
Yeah. Although, if Nintendo might be listening, I do want to I do once again want to pitch my idea. If they were to make a sequel to the Switch, how about have it be like a home console kind of thing where you can use your Switch as a controller, or you can like hook it up to the new system. That would be pretty neat.
I think they're probably going to do that because Nintendo's not going to be that stupid and not realize, yeah, the Switch was... Let's just ignore the Switch. It's like, no, I think they're going to do something about that.
Yeah, and while we're on that, I also just want to say that Nintendo, for the next platform, they need to do backwards compatibility.
Yeah, they do.
Like, the Wii U, I understand why it did not get backwards compatibility. Because there were no games on there. But with the Switch, you've got so much backward... Like, I bought so many games on the Switch alone from third parties, and if I cannot play any one of them, well, to be fair, I bought them on other devices as well. But my point remains, like, why would I bother if I cannot play my old games on there? But I'm also saying that, hoping that it means we get, like, an amazing way to play Breath of the Wild 2, where the frame rate is actually playable and it doesn't lag. But that also depends on the layer of backwards compatibility that is going on in the first place. Because you could have the backwards compatibility that basically tries to mimic the old console's exact strength. Or you could do what Microsoft is doing and basically go like, yeah, I don't care that the Xbox 360 couldn't handle Sonic Unleashed at 60 FPS. We're gonna put Sonic Unleashed at 60 FPS. Like, that's how you do backwards compatibility, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Allow you to play the game from your old system and make it a better experience.
Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of... The orbs here are kind of really stupid. This one's kind of one of the worst ones. I don't know why I immediately go straight for the rocket when I could have just finished off the fucking mission. But granted,
Fun fact, did you know that you need fire to ignite a rocket?
Yeah, that's why I don't like the fact that they put a rocket right here. Frankly, they could have just put it right here. And I also don't know why the fuck I went straight for the fucking... When I went straight for the fucking, for the gems when I could have just finished that off.
I'm a secret agent.
I'm
going to my secret hideout.
Why does his voice remind me of Big the Cat?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not doing that this bit. Or do I? I don't remember. I don't think I do it here because there's a fucking, there's a head bash, a chest in that path. Oh, I do it. I do it. Oh.
Tonight on Spyro 2, Spyro chases a man. Yu gets amnesia. And Edgy is really fucking done with it.
Oh, shut the fuck up. It's been months since I recorded this. Shut up.
Yeah, it's been months ago since
These doors do
recorded-
shut, by the way, so ignore the gems until you're done with the mission.
But you say that, but I mean, I recorded San Andreas 2 a couple of months ago, and I still remember what I did for episode 25 at 16:37.
The best way to handle this to avoid frustration is go to the right tree. Don't go to the left tree, because you'll have to basically time charging to where he is as he runs to that tree. The best way is literally, hey, hide behind the right tree.
Without following me? You must be a member of my secret club after all.
So what's this guy's
This
deal?
secret decoder. It will allow us to send secret
He's a secret agent.
He doesn't look very secret or agent to me.
Yeah. He looks better than the kids, though. He looks better than the fucking kids.
Right. Fun fact, you know that you need health bash to open that?
I charged that because, like I said, I hate that that's there. I hate that they put that there. That's such an ass move.
I mean, I'm sure we're gonna get back to it soon enough, right?
In the next episode, because I get head bash in the next episode.
Isn't the next episode like 13 minutes?
Yes, it's short. Because it's literally the last backtracking stuff I do in this game. Edgy gave me shit at that because we were talking before we recorded this session.
Well, don't give people the behind the scenes. That's private. Besides,
Says the
everybody
guy
knows
who started this episode with giving a behind the scenes that we did between episodes.
Hey, that's for context. If it's for context, it's fine.
I know, and you're the one that mentioned the fact that the episode's 12 minutes. So I gave a little bit of behind the scenes.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of context. I gave context, or I gave an answer to a question that I asked in a pod before. That's a difference. Did you cut?
No.
Oh. Then why did you pause?
I don't remember. I really don't remember.
Spyro 2 episode 11. You get amnesia.
Ah, fuck you.
And then they fucked. The end.
Something for everyone in this episode.
Oh shit, that actually is the end.
Yep, that was the end of the episode.
Oh shit.